Josh, how's your day been?
It's going pretty good, Jake. I'm just excited to get started and talk about some intramural sports. So, what do you got for me?
Well, first off, I appreciate you coming onto the podcast today to talk about the intramurals offered here at IUK, your experience, participating in them, and how students can get involved. With you being the vice president of the intramurals at IUK, I'm excited for the insight you will provide on what our school has to offer. The podcast today will be a short one and should only take 10 to 12 minutes, and we can jump into it if you do not have any questions.
I don't. Let's get started.
All right. When did you first get involved with intramural sports on campus?
You know what? That's actually, this is my first year getting started. I'm only a sophomore here at IUK. So, I first joined when I was just looking for ways to get involved on campus. So I was kind of asking around, and I initially tried to get involved with student government, but just the way my classes lined up, every time they had a meeting, I had a class, so that wasn't an option for me. So I kept looking around, trying to find something I can do to get involved, and Jane Emmenheiser actually reached out to me, and she was like, hey, we're looking for another person to help out with intramural sports. I know you're looking to get involved. Is this something you're interested in? I was like, absolutely, sign me up, because sports is just, it's been a big part of my life ever since I was just a little kid. So being able to be involved on campus as well as do something I love, like playing sports, it was just a really great option for me.
Nice. Do you remember the first event that you attended?
Yes, so I don't remember the date or anything, but it was in the fall. We got started on some intramural volleyball, so that was really fun. I can't remember what day it is in the week. We would just pick a day out in the week. I want to say like Thursdays. Every Thursday night we would go to Jackson Memorial Park and all the sand volleyball courts, and that's where we'd all get started. So I think the first time, our first meeting, there was probably like 20 or 30 of us, and it just kind of grew from there.
Mm-hmm. So you said that sports is something that you've always been passionate about.
Yeah.
So was playing intramural sports here like a way to kind of scratch that itch and get back into playing a sport?
Oh my
you're
gosh.
in high school?
Yes, for sure. I love sports. I played it all through, middle school and then into high school until I got injured pretty bad. That's a different story. But yeah, it definitely fulfills that itch of mine, because I haven't been able to be, I haven't been able to be, compete at all for like a long time. So being able to play sports just for fun on campus, it's a good time to me.
Yeah, but it's nice to be involved again and playing something.
For sure.
So what sports are currently offered on our campus?
So far, we've only done volleyball this year in the fall. We were going to do indoor soccer through the winter and spring, but we never got a chance to get that set up. So I think our next event that will begin is in the fall. We'll start volleyball back up. But in the future, I think we're going to try to get basketball going, maybe some ultimate frisbee. It's really just all up for discussion. If any of the students have any requests, we're all ears for requests, just because we want to get more people involved.
Good. So where did these events take place at when you guys play an intramural sport?
So we are trying to get the campus gym, where like the IU plays basketball and volleyball and all that. We're trying to get access to that. We haven't so far, but we're looking for next year for that's a possibility for next year. This year, we just used the sand volleyball courts over at Jackson Memorial.
Nice. So I know that you talked about adding new sports. Is that like up to the students, or do they have any say in what sports are played here?
Oh, absolutely. If anybody has any requests, all they gotta do is just shoot us an email. You can typically find us on campus just through flyers. Jaden and I like to put up flyers in Hunt Hall, the main building, the library, just anywhere where there are potentially students that can find them. And if you guys have any requests, just shoot us an email. We'll try to get that set up. Again, we're always trying to get more people involved. So
Awesome.
if that requires us to add a new sport, then so be it. We'll do it.
Nice. So, are intramural sports something that you'd recommend for everyone?
Oh, for sure. You definitely don't have to be like super athletic, or you don't have to be familiar with the sport by any means, because the people who show up are just looking for a good time. So we're not like super competitive. It's very rare that there's like any like. In fact, there's never been any fights or anything like that. Everybody's just having fun. Yeah, right. Everybody's just having fun. There's a huge a range of skill level. So if you just want to go there and just mess around and have a good time with friends, then you can have your own little game going. While the people who want to be a little bit more competitive can kind of form their own teams and go from there.
Well, that's nice. So if you're a student with no prior sport knowledge, you could show up and it would be no big deal. You could have a fun time.
Absolutely. I mean, you don't have to have any experience in any sport. Just come, have a good time, meet new people, make new friends. That's really the whole goal of intramural sports. Is not only to stay active and exercise and stuff like that, but to just make friends. I mean, we're a small community, not a community college, we're a small campus, but it's still nice to meet new people.
Yeah. At campuses such as Liberty University, they allow students the opportunity to be a general manager, where they can pretty much just coach the team instead of playing. Is that something currently at IUK, or could that be a possibility down the line?
I mean, down the line, I can't say for sure down the line. That definitely could be a possibility, but as of right now, I don't really think that is much of an option, because again, we're not like competing or anything. Like we're just going there to have fun. So we don't really form teams until every once in a while we'll have like a formal tournament with prizes, like an IUK shirts and stuff like that, and you can form your own teams in the tournaments. But for the most part, on a weekly basis, there's no teams. We just kind of make them as we once everybody shows up. So I don't really think that's an option. No.
Yeah. All right. So what personal effects have you noticed from playing intramural sports?
Personal effects. I would just say a boost in mental health. I mean, in this day and age, mental health is super important, especially being a college student. Everybody is super stressed, worried about their studies. And it's really easy to get wrapped up in all that. So intramural sports just kind of gives everybody an opportunity to take a step back and take a step away from all of your schooling and just have fun. So
nice. That sounds like a good time.
It is.
Collegestats.org actually credits intramural sports for providing relief to the brain, allowing students to focus better and complete assignments later. Has this been true for you?
Oh, for sure. I mean, every once in a while I'll be like, man, I got a lot of stuff to do tonight. So I don't really want to go, but then once I'm there, I'm just instantly just happier, because it's always a good time. It's always a good break from the studies. And then by the time I do get back to the studies, it's like I'm primed, ready to go.
Yeah.
So I fed that part of me. So, yeah.
A study at University of Albany actually kind of said what you pretty much just said, that it helps reduce overall stress. So that's something that you would agree with in general?
Oh, yeah, for sure. It definitely de-stresses me.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. So Tyler Ward of Grand Valley State University claims that an increase in the student's self-belonging is what is produced from participating in intramural sports. Would you disagree or agree with Tyler's claim?
It increases a sense of belonging?
Yeah.
I would absolutely agree with that, because again, I mean, we're a campus, and some people are not like from around here, so they come to IUK not really knowing very many people. So I feel like that can be pretty lonely. But again, you go to intramural sports, meet new people, make new friends. You start to like really make IUK feel like home. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I do agree with that statement. It does kind of give you a sense of belonging.
And that is kind of important in like a commuter campus. Like not everyone may really get that sense being at IUK. So it's nice that it can possibly open it up for some people.
For sure.
A study at Ohio State actually said that the memories made from playing the intramural sports is the most beneficial thing to them. What is your favorite memory from playing in one of these sports events?
Oh man, gosh, I would just say towards the end of the volleyball segment of intramural sports. So we'll do like 8 weeks of volleyball and then 8 weeks of indoor soccer and whatever the sport is. But towards the end of last fall, we did like a little miniature tournament, and that got kind of competitive. So that was a lot of fun to me because everybody was like really into it and really trying, and that was just a lot of fun because I haven't been able to like do that for a long time, and it was fun because not only was it competitive, but it was also friendly. So I think everybody was just laughing and having a good time. I think that's something I'll remember for a long time.
Good. That does sound like a good time. All right. So are there any upcoming intramural events that students should be aware of?
So we are still trying to get indoor soccer going. I'm not sure if we're going to get it up and going this year, but definitely by next fall we'll have volleyball going. So be on the lookout. 2024 already. It's crazy. Fall of 2024, we're gonna have volleyball. So be ready.
All right. Well, awesome. So where can students like look to see news about this? I know you mentioned something about putting up flyers, but do you guys have any social media that students could look to refer to?
Great question. So we actually do. We do have an IUK Intramural Sports Instagram page. It literally just says IUK Intramural Sports, and every time we meet, we post. And actually, if anybody who comes, if they can like repost it and spread the word, that'd be awesome. We're always again trying to get more people to show up. So if you see anything on Instagram that says we have intramural volleyball coming up, then that's the green light. Also, we'll start putting up some flyers and we'll keep you guys updated. You'll know.
Nice. And then you said that students could like repost these things to spread awareness. But is there anything else that students can do to help further the intramurals at IUK?
Word of mouth. Bring a friend. I mean, that's super important. I think if you bring a friend one time, they're going to want to keep coming. I mean, it's a good time. It's a good break from your studies, and everybody's super fun, super chill, and yeah. I mean, I don't think they'll regret it if they come.
Oh, good. Well, Josh, that is all the questions I have for you today. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to inform myself and the other students of the events taking place on our campus that most of us are unaware of. That will be all for the podcast today, unless you have anything that you would like to add.
No, thanks for having me. It's a good time. I enjoyed talking about it.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely.